Hello, makers. I am Jen and I am head of marketing for Making. And we are day 3 of the Flock Fiber Festival, day 2 of our vendor interviews. And I mean, I say this for every interview, but I really, really, truly believe it. Everyone has been so amazing and it's been so fun to meet people. And now you're why we're here. So would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Jean. I'm the dyer and owner of Juni and Si yarns.
Love it. I did notice that on your site and on Instagram, you type out how to say your company name.
Yes.
Do people butcher it all the time?
It's usually when I hear people say it, it's Si instead of Si.
Oh, okay.
Which is understandable because it is Si. But Si is so Juni and Si is short for my grandkids, Juniper and Silas. And we also live in Snoqualmie, which is here and at the base of Mount Si. And so it's kind of a double. Yeah. So my logo is the mountain and there's Juniper in there on the design. And so that's
so cute. Yay. I have climbed Mount Si and Little Si. If you're ever in this area, definitely like venture out to there because it's
at
gorgeous.
Least come see the waterfall because the waterfall's pretty spectacular.
The Snoqualmie Falls is like, definitely worth it.
It is
for sure. I mean, I've lived here for 20 years and every once in a while I go to the waterfall.
We usually go in the winter.
Yes.
And I'm not on a weekend. Yeah. Just when it
does get busy.
A little bit calmer.
Yeah. And the water is not as raging.
Right.
Okay. So from your bio, I believe a good song and a perfect skein of yarn can change your whole day. So as a feller. Okay. Yep. Words. As a fellow music and yarn lover, I 100% agree with this. So you name your colorways after songs. Tell us about that process.
It was more of a before I started dyeing and when it was just an idea in my head, I already knew like if I was to ever do this, all my colorways would be songs. And so all the songs that I've used so far are, they all have some kind of random meaning from either my childhood or my kids, or they remind me of, certain events in life and things like that. So they all have something. And like being a kid from the 80s or a teenager in the 80s, there's a lot of 80s,
perfect.
A lot of 80s stuff in there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever like named a colorway and you were like, well, I jumped the shark. That's my favorite one.
When I first started and then I was naming my mistakes that I wasn't going to recreate or sell, and then I go, I've already used that name and I love that name, and then I just started, all of those are like one hit wonders.
Oh,
and
nice.
And I make a little list of the color name and I'm like, okay, we're going to use this again. But I think because I've been doing it for such a short period of time, I think if I was to reuse something that I used in the beginning, nobody would know. Like,
got it. Okay, so let's talk about you for a second. When did like your whole maker journey start? Where did that get sparked?
I've always been a crafty person, but I've never like settled on anything. And I took a knitting class probably about 12 years ago my husband got it for me as a Christmas present. And that was it. And I was hooked, and everything else kind of went by the wayside, and I've just knit for the last, it's been like my one craft. But so, I mean, I've done everything. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All the random stuff.
Like random stuff.
Any hobby you could have, right? But this one stuck.
I feel like a lot of people who are into fiber arts either knit or crochet or both, and then maybe you'll like sew a little bit. But
sewing. Definitely a lot of sewing. But when I have time.
You live in Snoqualmie, Washington, as we have said, and we've said it's gorgeous. It is. You need to go. You need to go. So do you have any spots that you like to craft? Like in that area?
like as far as where I would go if I
Yeah.
wanted to knit.
Yeah.
We usually, like, some of us will meet up at one of the little coffee shops right in the downtown
Nice.
area, and we sit outside because they have a real nice little outside seating area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's small, it's like the locals, and they do beer, wine, coffee,
Nice.
mimosas, you know, that kind of. So
Yeah.
it's a good weekend thing.
Nice.
Or otherwise, I'm always just sitting on my deck,
Yeah.
and that's like
I was
my
gonna
favorite
say,
place to be.
if you live at the base, you probably just
I have
sit
a-
outside at your
I have a
house.
view. Yeah, I got a good view. I can't argue. I mean, it's the best thing about my house is
Oh, yeah. Okay. So now this is what we call this on the podcast. We're gonna go on a journey here.
okay.
Really quick. It's a side quest.
Okay.
Do you see lots of animals around your house?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I have elk
Oh
because we have a
wow.
whole elk herd.
Mhm.
And they will sometimes, I haven't had them in my yard because I'm pretty well fenced, and I have wetlands. As the back of my house is all wetlands, and so they don't really go. There's like a small dry spot where
Okay.
they'll go.
Got
But
it.
usually they come up across the street, and then they get stuck in my neighbor's yard across the street, and then we'll be like, oh look, the elk are out, you
Mhm.
know, and then we just sit and watch them jump her fence to
Oh
try
my
to get back to where they
gosh.
want to be.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Wow.
Bears,
I was gonna say, are there bears?
yeah.
Probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
raccoons.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Well, that's our side quest.
Side quest.
Yeah. Love
We
it.
have elk.
Okay.
There's lots of elk.
Have you ever hiked and brought your knitting?
No,
No.
no, I don't hike.
Oh, okay. That's
So
why. Got
yeah,
it.
no,
Okay.
that would be, I've never hiked and brought my knitting.
I guess I shouldn't have just assumed that because you live at the
I
base
live
of
there.
Mount
I know.
Si that
Everybody,
you
they're like,
hiked.
oh, you must hike. I did do Little Si once.
Okay.
My brother made me go. And so I did that with my brother. One of my sisters made me do a rattlesnake once.
Got
And
it.
it's phenomenal. And
Yeah.
I love it when you get there.
Yeah.
When you're done. It's just from the bottom to the top, I don't enjoy. That's it.
The reason that I've never done rattlesnake is because I have a fear of heights if there's a drop off.
And it is, yes.
And that's it's
And that
I've
is
heard it's just one giant drop off.
It is. It is literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love hiking, and I love being outdoors, and I love camping, and like I've done a bunch of national parks, and it's
Yeah.
like we're going on another side quest.
There's
If there's one thing I could change about anything, it would be that I didn't have a fear of heights anymore. All right, we're back
I don't
now.
have that.
Okay, so when you're not making and when you're not running your business, what do you like doing that has nothing to do with crafting? This is the hardest question.
To do that doesn't involve crafting.
I know, right? I've been asking everybody this, and nobody knows how to answer it.
I hang out with my kids.
Oh, good.
Like
Yeah.
trying to do things
Cute.
with my kids and my
Yeah.
my grandkids as
Mhm.
much as possible. We do like family get-togethers as often as all of us can because everybody's so busy with their own. But I'm
Yeah.
thankful that everybody lives here in the Seattle area.
Oh,
So
that's wonderful.
it's not like we're trying to get
Yeah.
all over the place. But otherwise, I mean, if I'm not working or knitting for work or for myself, that's really it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what I do.
Yeah.
That's it.
And family
Pretty
time.
boring, yeah.
No, you're not boring. You live at the base of Mount Si. That
Yeah.
is not boring. Let me tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that you're going to be at the Mariners Stitch and Pitch. Are you a
Oh, I
huge
am.
Mariners fan? It's okay. I'm not either.
No, I have been to one other baseball game, and it was a Stitch and Pitch
Yeah.
probably 10 or 11 years ago.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
wonder because I've also been to one Stitch and Pitch, and it was a very long time ago. Maybe we were
Yeah.
at the same one and we didn't know it.
I don't know. I
Oh
got
my
like a
gosh.
moose statue that had the Mariners. It was like a moose bobblehead and was knitting.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't that year. Everybody has a story that they want to tell with their business. What is that for your business?
Oh, goodness. Color is good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Add more color. Before I started knitting, I was a black, gray, and white. And that was my entire closet.
Yep.
Everything, just utilitarian. matched.
Yeah.
And then since I've started knitting, it has brought so much more color into everything that I do because I'm not scared of it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And it's,
Don't be scared of
don't
color.
be scared of color.
Don't be scared of color. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. So what's next for you? Like, do you have any secrets that you can tell? Because I've been asking everybody that.
I don't.
Okay.
No, this
All
this
right.
was my big thing. I'm like
I
so
love it.
excited to be here and
Oh,
in such amazing company that just for me right now, like being new and small, it's overwhelming and fantastic.
it's awesome.
So,
And this is your
good.
first festival, right?
I did Fiber Fusion
Oh,
in
right.
Monroe,
Okay.
but that was the first
Yeah.
bigger thing,
Yeah.
other than a few trunk shows this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my first.
Yeah.
Hopefully not the last.
No.
And yeah,
Well, I think Flock is going to happen again. Awesome.
Yep.
So where can everyone find you? At the base of Mount Si.
At
No.
the base of Mount Si, sitting on my deck. I am currently have some stock down at Tolt Yarn and Wool.
Nice.
And that's the only place that I'm in store. And then I have an Etsy shop, and you can find me on Instagram.
Great.
Yep.
All right.
And my glasses have completely tinted from the sunshine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh look, there I am.
Well, thank you for joining me. And thank you everyone for watching. If you're not a part of the Making App yet, you should definitely join. Amazing community, like just the best. So much inspiration. Themakingapp.com, download and join there. And also check out our podcast, Making Conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.